सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. Page number 5, verse 12. पर्युष्टयात्तव विभो वनमाल एयम् संस्पर्धिनी भगवती प्रतिपत्नवच्छ्रीः यस्सु प्रणीतममुयार्हणमाददन्नः भूयाः सदाङ्घ्रिरशुभाशय धूमकेतुः. In these verses, the Devatas are glorifying the Lord Krishna while they are inviting the Lord to Vaikuntha. They are addressing the Lord with so many glories, and they use the pada, the angri. In these three verses, 12, 13 and 14, in 12th shloka, they use the word angri. Angri means feet, feet of the Lord. In 13th verse, they are going to use the word pada. And the next verse, they use the word charana. Angri means feet, pada means feet, charana means feet. So every verse almost they use this angri pada charana because the Lord's feet very, very significant. Even though Bhagavan's all limbs are so sacred and adorable, but pada alone is often highlighted among all limbs, because there is a significance in using that word pada or charana or angri. What is that significance? Pada means feet. Padyate iti padaha. Pada is an instrument with the help of which I reach the destination. Pada, feet, that is the instrument with the help of which I reach the destination. That is the meaning, derivation of pada. We all worship Bhagavan's pada and we worship the feet of the Guru, feet of the Lord. That indicates Bhagavan's feet is that which helps us to reach the destination. That means I am the traveler, Jivatma. Bhagavan's padam is the destination. The Lord's feet here represents Shastram. Shastra represents pada. Shastram represents pada, feet. Why Shastra represents feet? Just as the feet helps us to reach the destination anywhere, to come to this class, your feet alone helped you to reach this destination, to this place. Similarly, Shastra helps to this traveler Jivatma to reach that Paramatma. Shastra serves like a feet. Shastra serves like a feet, helps this traveler Jivatma to reach the Paramatma. That means we worship the feet of the Lord and we look at the feet as Shastram. Shastram is that which helps me to reach my destination, that is Paramatma. How Shastram helps? Shastram, that is Purva Bhaga of Shastra, that is Karma Kanda, Aparavidya, helps me to get Jnana Yogyata. It qualifies me. First foot, Karma Kanda is like a first 1 foot. Always Bhagavan is having so many, 2 hands, 4 hands, 8 hands. Faces are also many, Shanmukha, Panchamukha, like that. Faces can be many, hands can be many, but foot 1 and 2, 2 feet. So 1 foot of the Lord represents Karma Kanda, which helps me to travel half of the distance. The Shastra represents the 1 foot of the Lord, that is Purva Bhaga, Dharma Shastra, Purva Kanda of Veda, helps me to travel half of the distance. How it helps half of the distance? It gives me Jnana Yogyata. Jnana Yogyata it gives. It prepares me to next foot, that is Jnana Kanda is another foot of the Lord. Shastram, Jnana Kanda. So what that Jnana Kanda does, then half of the distance what I have covered with Karma Kanda, 1 foot of the Lord, the next foot of the Lord helps me, foot of the Shastra, Jnana Kanda, to reach that Moksha Padam, that it helps. So Shastra represents the both Aparavidya, Paravidya, like feet of that Shastram. 1 foot is Purabhaga, Athato Dharma Jignasa. 2nd foot, Athato Brahma Jignasa. With Dharma Jignasa, you prepare yourself, come to Brahma Jignasa. Even that Shastra is coming to us through the Guru. We worship the Guru feet also as Shastram. Guru is one who shows the real nature of Ishvara. We worship the feet of the Guru as Shastram, not any concept of the body of the Guru. Legs, hands, face, all these are not important to us. But feet of that Guru, Padam, represents Shastram. That's why I worship the feet of my Guru. It represents Shastram. That feet of my Guru, which represents a Shastram, helps me, the Jivatma, to travel, to get Aikya Jnanam with Paramatma. That is why I adore, I worship that law. My Guru's feet represents Shastram. Ishvara Angri Pada Charana, Guru Angri Pada Charanam, we worship, keeping that it represents only Shastram. When all other limbs are there, why we have to worship only feet? Because feet serves to reach the destination. Shastra is like a feet. But Guru Pada is always not available. We can worship, we can wash the feet of the Guru. Everyone go on washing the feet of the Guru. What will happen? Guru will get cold. That is my anubhava. When I went to America, one student at 10 o'clock night, ice water vechi kaal wash pannita. Milk, ice milk. And I got cold also. I am telling my anubhava. So, if it is cool, you have to warm and you have to wash. If it is very hot, sun comes, you have to, with cool water, you have to wash. That is why Guru is in trouble if you wash. All students go on washing the feet of the Guru. Problem. That is why our Shastra intelligently says, you can worship your Guru Paduka. Once in a while you wash the Guru feet, not every day, every minute. Once in a while you wash the feet of your Guru, but regularly you worship the Paduka, regularly you offer flowers to the Paduka of the Guru. Make it either in silver or gold or wooden, some shape of that, and take from the Guru and keep. That is the culture. In our culture, many people worship, keep the Paduka there at the puja room and they worship the Guru Paduka. There are many stotrams on Guru Paduka. Sahasranama also somebody wrote, it seems. Guru Paduka Sahasranamavali. Vishnu Sahasranama Madri. Guru Paduka Sahasranamavali. So Paduka also worshipped, seeing that Paduka as Shastram. We are not interested in any aspect of the Guru, either is a ashrama or disciples or his any qualifications. We are not interested. My Guru feet is Vedam, Veda Shastram, Veda Mata. Appadi nenichi I am worshipping. That is the bhavana. Many people is also a human being. Why I have to do bending namaskara? If anybody is bending and doing namaskara, some people look at them. Wow, foolish fellow now. We are not foolish. We are highly intelligent. They think we are pity of them. Those who don't want bend their head, bend their body, they don't want to worship. Why I have to worship ordinary human being, they think. We are not looking at our gurus as human beings. We are looking at our gurus as the manifestation of Shastram. Especially the feet represents one foot, one bhaga of Veda, another foot, another bhaga of Veda. With this bhavana, when you are worshipping, you are the one who gets benefit. Shighram moksha prapti. The more you have that reverence, the more benefit comes. That's a Guru Paduka Puja and Shulva. Anyhow, now you see the words. Angry word is used in this shloka. In this 12th verse, which we were seeing in the last class, I gave the gist of the mantra shloka. Now, word to word, look at that. Vibho, first line. Hey Vibho. O Lord, Paryushtaya Tava Vanamala. Paryushtaya, very closely, intimately, that Vanamala garland is on your neck, on your chest, it is touching very closely to you, Vanamala. But what happened? The Lakshmi also is there sitting in your heart. She saw this mala next to her. Next line. Shrihi, Bhagavati Shrihi. Second line. Bhagavati, Lakshmi Devi Shrihi, Iyam Bhagavati Shrihi. This Lakshmi Devi who is sitting on your chest, what she is thought? Immediately she felt, it seems. Pratipatnivat. Pratipatnivat means like a co-wife. Pakkatile vandu ukkaandirukka. Samspardhini. She got, some annoyed. Why she has got such a place? I am so great Lakshmi Devi, wife of Vishnu. How this garland, an ordinary leaves garland, how it can come and sit? And she felt, she is my rivalry. Samspardhini means rivalry. Samspardhini bhavati. Lakshmi has got jealous of this Vanamala, Vaijayanti Mala. Lakshmi also has got such a bhavana. No? Naturally. Okay. Then, but what is your your bhavana towards your bhaktas. Supranitam. Sushtuhu pranitam. You are happily accepted that garland, even though it is not fragrant, it is not attractive, but you have accepted it. Yaha supranitam. You are the one who accepted that garland. Amuya arhanam adadannaha. Amuya supranitam. Amuya vanamalaya. By this vanamala, you are so happy and you have taken that and accepted that, and you are always wearing that too. And you are always wearing that. Adadannaha. That means you have svikritavan ityarthaha. With so much joy and happiness because of that bhakta who gave that garland. With that happy feeling, svikritavan asi. Adadannaha means svikritavan. You have taken. Therefore what? Such you, the great Lord, who is so concerned for your devotees, your feet, such God you are, your feet should protect us sada. Angri ashubhashaya dhumaketuhu bhuyat. Your angri, your feet, let it become our protector of, or the remover of all papams. Dhumaketu means fire. The fire, Dhumaketu, it let your feet should work as a fire to destroy our agham or papam. Ashubha Ashaya. Ashubha Ashaya means wrong expectations, evil thoughts, all of them, let them be burnt by your feet. Angry by your feet. Next shloka we will read. Next page 6, verse 13. Ketustrivikramayutastripatatpatakaha Yaste bhaya bhayakaro suradeva chambo Swargaya sadhushu khaleshvitaraya bhuman Swargaya sadhushu khaleshvitaraya bhuman Padah punatu bhagavan bhajata maghamnaham. All tongue-twisted verses. Let us try to learn to chant. Let us try to learn to chant, even though they are tongue-twisted. Now here in this shloka, Padaha word is used. Devatas are praising that avatara of the Lord, Vamana or Trivikrama. In your Trivikrama, you have removed the ahankara of that Bali Chakravarti. 1 foot on the earth, 1 foot in Satyaloka, higher Loka, and another foot on the head of the Bali. You know that story, Bali Chakravarti story. If you don't know, go and buy the book and study. I don't want to explain about that story. You are supposed to know. So the Lord is one who removes our mamakara and ahankara. By removing our ahankara and mamakara, He takes us to that Paramapadam. The impurities He removes. What are the impurities? 2 impurities mainly. Raga dvesha, bond, mamakara, that is one type of impurity. Ajnanam is another type of impurity. Therefore, these two impurities you are removing, just you have removed to that Bali, Chakravarti. You are such a great Lord with your Trivikramavatara. O Lord, please protect us like that now. Look into the shloka. Bhuman. Third line, last word. He Bhuman. They are addressing, Devatas addressing the Lord as Bhuman. And Bhagavan. Sambodhana. He Bhagavan, He Bhuman. He Bhagavan, you are the Bhuman. Bhagavan means the one who has got 6 virtues. Bhagavan, I explained that already. Bhuman means Bhuma. In Chandogyopanishad, 7th chapter, that is called Bhuma Vidya. Yatra nanyat pashyati nanya shrunoti nanyat vijanati sa bhuma. Parabrahman ityarthaha. Nirguna Brahman. You can see the verses. One side Sagunam Brahma, another side Nirgunam Brahma. First line, second line clubbing. There you have to see what are the Nirgunam, what are the Sagunam. Bhagavan means Sagunam. Bhuman means Nirgunam. So Devatas know both. By these verses we also come to know both. Bhagavan as Saguna Ishvara, Bhagavan as Nirguna Brahman, Bhuman. Hey Bhuman. Then you go to the second line. Te, yours. Yes, te is there. Te, tava, yours. Trivikramayuta. First line. Third line, second line, first line. So you have to do connection. Verse form is that somewhere verb will come, somewhere noun, some other place adjective. You have to put in order. Otherwise you won't get the meaning. He Bhuman tava trivikramayuta. Yours, feet, which is in Trivikramavatara. Urukrama, another name to that Trivikrama. Urukrama means the one who has got long strides. Long strides means 1 foot he keeps here, 1 foot. Then he takes another foot to that Patala, 1 goes, and top to Satyaloka 1 foot. Then Bali is standing. You have to give Dhanam, and where to give? You have already taken everything. What can I do? But 1 more foot is there. Keep on my head. Over my head you keep, no place. So that 3rd foot of the Lord pressed that ahankara of that Bali. That's why Bali has got moksha. Even though he is asura, because of his dana gunam, he has got, he want to get the Indra Padavi. So Bali Chakravarti. Because of his dana guna, because of his bhakti towards the Lord, Bhagavan blessed him. Prahalada also blessed by the Lord. If you surrender to Bhagavan, Bhagavan blesses Asuras and Devatas, both of them. There are examples, Vibhishana, Prahlada, Bali Chakravarti, they are all great in Asuras. So, he says, Trivikrama Yuta. Yuta means endowed with long strides, long strided feet. You have, how you have, now you see the, just like in a flag pole, one is on the bottom, one is on the top. In middle, one connection, there is a flag. No? Flag is just waving to that pole. Your feet looks like a pole and Ganga river is like a flag. Where from this Ganga is coming? She is coming from all the way from higher lokas, Swarga. Her name is called Mandakini. Tripatat patakaha. Tripatat means Tridha patanti iti tripatat. That Ganga which comes down as three ways. Three sides she comes, in three forms she comes. Ganga Tridha Patanti, that which flows in three streams. When she is coming from higher loka, her name is called Mandakini. It represents like from Vishnu Padam it is coming. From higher loka she comes, it represents Vishnu Padam, Ganga Pravaha. When for all Vaishnavas Vishnu Pada Ganga Pravaha, they look at Ganga Pravaham in Haridwar as Vishnu Pada Udakam. Vishnu Padodbhavam, that is. For Shaivas, Shiva Sirasa Udbhavam. So Ganga came out of Shiva's Siras. And Shiva is the one who holds that Ganga water on his matted hair. And he leaves. For Shiva Bhaktas, that Ganga they worship. When she went to Patala also, you know that story also. Kapila, what she was doing, and the tapas and Sagaraputras are all were converted into ashes, and Ganga went and she got the name Janhavi, and she, if I go into this story, it is a big story. In Bhagirath Prayatnam, that story comes. All are beautiful stories. Even lifelong you read also, you won't feel bored. You know, that much joy is there in that stories. So, one Bhogavati, that stream went to Patala, Ganga, is called Bhogavati. Upper Loka, Mandakini, same water. When she went down Bhogavati, when she is on the earth, she is called Ganga. This Tripatat Patakaha, Pataka means flag. This Ganga flowing, which is from the heaven to Patala into Bhuloka, appears like Pataka has got three colors, three pieces. Madri, Tripatakam. And the Tripatakam Madri, here Ganga appears like a Tripataka, colorful Ganga, waving, moving just like that, and your long strides like a pole. That's why when you tie the Pataka, top and the middle you tie, and the pole is on the floor one. Are you getting now? The pole of that, the stalk, long one, and Pataka tied on the top, and the middle also they tied, so Patakam is there, Ganga. And the Bhagavan's feet is like the strides, long stride one. See the poetic, all Devatas are enjoying. Bhagavan, Trivikrama, your feet are appearing like that. Ganga flow is appearing like the flag. Tripatat Patakaha. He says first line. Trivikrama Yuta Tripatat Patakaha. So what na? Asura Deva Chemboho Bhaya Bhayakaraha Yaha. Your feet is that. That means you are Bhayankaraman, that long strided one who looks so big, that avatar. But he born as what? Dwarf. Vamanavataram. Vamanavattara means what? Vamana means dwarf. But how much he raised, how much he raised his weight? So high. Vishwarupam. He showed the Vishwarupam to Bali Chakravarti, and Bali Chakravarti has to see that Vamana, who is like a dwarf first, and he looked like that. He showed his Vishwarupam to Bali Chakravarti. So you are such a great Lord. Your greatness is this. Deva, Asura. Sura means Devatas. Sura Deva, Asura Deva. Asura means Asuras. Deva, one S is there in the middle. Okay, that S is called Akara. Asura. Asura means unrighteous people. Adharmic people. Devatas are righteous people. Chamvoho means, Chamu means army. The army of Devatas and the army of the asuras, chamvoho, to that armies, to both of their armies, you are bhaya abhayakara. You are the creator of bhayam and you are the giver of abhayam. To whom abhayam, to whom bhayam, you should know. Okay. Your avatara, your rupam, your feet is that which gives fear to those unrighteous people. Bhayakaraha asuranam. Because they are always doing unrighteous things, evil actions. Naturally, when you commit a mistake, you are always afraid of someone. Somebody seeing, somebody looking at me, somebody will come and chase me. And the bhayam irukku illiyo. So, bhayakaraha. And abhayakaraha, you are the one who is removing the fear of that righteous people. For devatas, you are giving abhayam. For rakshasas, you are giving bhayam. Even really speaking, devatas are also afraid of this Lord in performing their duties. Bhishasmadvatah pavati, bhishodeti suryaha, bhishasmadagnischendrascha, mrutyurdhavati panchamaiti. In Taittiriya Upanishad we saw all devatas are doing their duties. Vayu is giving breeze. And Mrityu Devata, Yamadharmaraja also busy in vacating the place of these people who are all have to vacate. The Agni burning and they are doing their duties out of fear. Fear means Bhaya Bhakti there. But Asuras only Bhayam, Bhakti kadiyadu. Therefore, so what? You are giving Swarga to righteous people and you are giving Naraka to unrighteous people. Third line, Swargaya sadhushu. Sadhushu means noble people, righteous people. For them, your feet is serving as a Swarga dhamam. It gives or they can reach to Swarga. Swargaya sadhushu. Khaleshu itaraya. Devatas don't want to say Narakaya. They don't want to go to hell and children. And the word they don't like to use, Itaraya. Swarga is opposite to Itaraya. What is that opposite to Swarga? Naraka. So for noble people you give the way to Swarga, and for adharmic people you are giving them the way towards Naraka, hell. Wrong people. Any time if you commit a mistake, a wrong thing, if you go away from dharma, one day or other that person has to suffer one way or other. You cannot say, I did without my knowledge, without unknowingly I did. You cannot say, who knows you did unknowingly. And fire burns hand. Unknowingly you touch it, it burns. Nyayam, dharmam also like a fire. Bhagavan's niyati is also like a fire. That is why we have to worship the Lord. Unknowingly in my previous birth, suppose I have done any mistake, any papa karma, I do not know, in any janmas I might have done. Bhagavan, that karma I don't want that you have to take it away. But even that karma phalam comes, give me strength to face all that. I am asking, because Bhagavan also cannot remove that karma phalam. I can ask only Bhagavan, you give me strength to face that papa karma phalam. Adi podum enakku. This is called intelligence, viveka. We should ask. This is called honesty. Bhagavan, I am doing a lot of puja. If I have done any akramam without my knowledge, you must remove. Bhagavan says, konja penalty kuda potite. Mari, inkonja extra kuduparu. Pannadi tappu and want to escape, and I am making Bhagavan as some business commission madri. Bhagavan knows that. Already you have done innu buddhi varliya unakku, and suddenly Bhagavan innu konja penalty oda poduvaru. So you cannot escape. It may take 20 years or 30 years. After death also it continues. After death also, people all are hearing and knowing that convicted, chief minister is convicted. People are not feeling shame to select the convicted person. That means whoever puts the vote for them also koncha akshatai poduvar Bhagavan. And the vote chumma pohad. For convicted person also you have voted as a ruler. Oh, parvale, konja vechiko. Enna? Paapam. Vechikadam adi. Sanchitanlo poi serum, irkum. Ellarku yararu potirukanga. Swamini, ippave bayama enakku. You will do prayasittam. How can you put a vote for a convicted person? Even they stand a person, you should not put. But convicted person, when you did unrighteous action, if you encourage, you are also unrighteous. Yes, I am giving a practical present example, that's all. எப்போ ஜென்மலன்னா நமக்கு தெரியாது. இப்போ பிரசன்ட் ரீசெண்டா போட்டி யாரு பண்ணிருக்கானோ ஒரு கன்விக்டட் பர்சன்ஸ் ரூலிங் கவர்மெண்ட், we are ruling by them. பாப கர்மா all are facing now. Whole Tamil Nadu facing பாப கர்ம பலம். கரெக்டா இருக்கு இல்லையா? எக்ஸாம்பிள், ஸ்வர்காய sadhushu kaleshu itaraya. So what? All greatness this is yours, Bhagavan. Naha. Fourth line you see, Hey Bhagavan, bhajatam naha. We are resorting to your feet, pada. Bhajatam naha agham. Our papam, whom we are resorting to you, you have to remove our papam. We are resorting to your feet. Your padam, such a great pada which blesses all people. Padaha punatu. Make it our life holy. We have done a lot of papam, agham. Your pada should protect us, purify us, sanctify us. That's why Ganga bath edukkiradhu karanam. Bhagavan represents Bhagavan. One person was telling, the Europeans who came, all Muslims came to this country and they changed their all names, cities names, street names, everything they have changed the name, but they could not change the name of the river. Adi matram vitittu poitam. But our names are still there, rivers' names are there. Each river is a devata for us. That's why we worship all our rivers. Nowhere in the world so many tributary rivers are there anywhere in the world except in India. Such a great country is this. Okay, anyhow. Punatu padaha tava padaha punatu. So that we will be free from our papa. Next shloka. So Ajnana Rupa Papam. Ragadvesha Rupa Malam is removed by 1 foot of that Shastra. Ragadvesha Rupa Malam. Another, through Karma Kanda, Ragadvesha Rupa Malam is washed off. Because of another foot, Ajnana Rupa Malam is washed off. Now once Ajnanam has gone, Ragadvesha has gone by 2 foot, 1 foot and 2nd foot. What about 3rd foot? Ahankara. Ahankara also has gone. Our Ahankara. So this Bali Chakravarti Ahankara, when we are reading, it represents what? Our Ahankara also, Bhagavan press that. Press means what? Destroys. When you allow the Bhagavan's head on your head. When you allow the Bhagavan's foot on your head. On your head, we worship the Lord. Lord's feet. Next shloka. 14. Very beautiful shlokas, you see. All these can serve as prayer verses. You can daily chant them as a prayer verses. 14. Nasyotagav iva yasya vashe bhavanti vashe brahmadayastanubhruto midhurarjyamanaham दयस्तनुभृतो मिथुरर्ध्यमानाः कालस्य ते प्रकृतिपूरुषयोः परस्य शम्नस्तनोतु चरणः पुरुषोत्तमस्य By 10 more slokas, you will get nicely how to chant the slokas. You are chanting so nicely because I am hearing. This sloka is very, very nice. Metaphorically, the devatas they're all poets, it seems. Look into the sloka. Yasya, we go to the 4th line first. Purushottamasya Charanaha Naha Shamtanotu. Purushottama. Familiar? Is this name is familiar to you? Somewhere. Where in Edo Janma? 15th chapter Bhagavad Gita. Purushottama Prapti Yogaha. Uttamah Purushastvanyah Paramatmityudahritaha Yo Lokatrayama Vishya Bhivartavyaya Ishvaraha. That represents the same, referring to this Purushottamaha. Purushottamasya Nirguna Brahma Chaitanyasya Ityarthaha. Nirguna Brahma Chaitanyasya. See, Nirgunam Brahma you cannot worship. Amma Nirguna Brahma ki kaalu undodi enna. Oru kaale kadiyadu, moodu kaal engirukum. Mudiyadu. But for my facility to worship the Lord Nirguna Brahman, I imagine that Lord has got that feet. No? I worship that. Even though Bhagavan is Nirgunam, Apani Padame Nasti, but I am helpless. I cannot understand that feetless Lord. Let me give feet. So that I can worship happily. I can put flowers. I can throw the flowers, throwing flowers, offering flowers, When you are offering flowers, you should not throw like this. This is called throwing. People put flowers to the Lord like this, at the feet of the Lord. This is not the way to offer the flowers to the Lord. You have to offer like this. Ippadi pannanu. All fingers should not show directly towards the Lord, but they should come to your heart, and palm should be upwards. Palm should not be downwards. If you throw, palm is downwards, it is seeing. It should not show downwards. If you take it to your heart and palm is showing upwards and you put the flowers to the Lord, this is the way you have to put. And that also, this ring, 4 fingers should not be joined. You have to take this ring finger, middle finger, little finger, thumb, flowers, and you have to put in front of the Lord. All are there, so many norms, even how to touch the kunkam, chandan, 4 fingers should not be used. Many people nowadays, they do not know all these things, because if you watch your great-grandmother, children from young age, they watch the elders, how they are doing puja, they can know. If we don't watch, because we are going to college, school, so many educational, அதனால நமக்கு பூஜை அம்மா பண்றா அப்பா பண்றா இல்ல தாத்தா பண்ணுவா நம்ம பக்கத்துல உட்கார்ந்தாலே பார்க்க முடியும். That's why nowadays children do not know how to put flowers, how to put chandan, how to put kumkum. They do not know. So you have to look at elders, how they are doing. These are all not written in the books to read. நான் புக்கில் பார்த்துட்டு பூஜை பண்ணிட்டேன்னா எங்கே பண்ண முடியும்? சம் பீப்புள் ஆர் தே ஆர் டூயிங். யூ கேனாட். இட் இஸ் லைக் லுக்கிங் அட் த புக் அண்ட் குக்கிங் மாதிரி இருக்கும். யூ ஷுட் லேர்ன் ஃப்ரம் மதர்-இன்-லா ஆர் மதர் ஹவு டு குக் த ஃபுட். அதர்வைஸ் புக்கு பார்த்து பண்ணினா டிவியில் பார்த்து என்னென்ன பண்ணணும் ஃபுட்டு நிறைய பேர் டிவியில் கேட்டு ஹவு டு ப்ரிப்பேர் நைஸ் நியூ ரெசிபீஸ். யூ டு நாட் நோ வித் வாட் தே ஹவ் டன். அப்படி இருக்கும் ஃபைனலி. either cooking or puja or any these traditional things you must learn from elders. So mother-in-law should teach daughter-in-law. Mother-in-law also not teaching. Why? If she teaches to daughter-in-law, daughter-in-law will dominate tomorrow. That is why many mother-in-laws won't teach to daughter-in-laws. And when they are at home with mother, they never learn. And amma, Papa, mother only allows the daughter, don't do amma. Anyhow you have to do it when you go to mother-in-law's house. Now you be happily enjoying. Afterwards she goes and gets some scoldings only there. And she should go with more preparation than mother-in-law. And mother-in-law knows, oh, she knows so much. என்ன வீட்டு கதை ஏன் வந்தது இப்பன்னா தெரியல. ஓகே, இது சொன்னா அந்த பூஜா விதானத்துக்காக வந்தது இது எல்லாமே. ஓகே, fourth line, sham tanotu. Sham means that materialistic pleasures which comes out of dharma. So dharma, shastra, when you study as one foot of the Lord, shastram, one foot is what? Dharma shastra. When you follow dharma shastra, karma yoga, upasana yoga, panchamaha yajnas, that dharma shastra once you follow, naturally you get that materialistic pleasures, dharmika materialistic pleasures. You get lot of money in a legitimate manner. Once you get in a legitimate manner that money gives moderate pleasures to you. You can enjoy those pleasures. This is the secret. If that money is not legitimate, if it is illegitimate, you will not get ananda. That is why many people who all illegitimately earn money, they drink only Pushinikkai juice at home. இது சாப்பிடக்கூடாது அது சாப்பிடக்கூடாதுன்னு சொல்லுவா டாக்டர். வேலைக்காரெல்லாம் நல்லா சாப்பிடுவான். ஆல் தி சர்வெண்ட்ஸ் ஈட் வெரி வெல் அண்ட் தே வில் குடு குடு குடுன்னு இருப்பா எல்லாருமே. இந்த அம்மா மாத்திரம் வீட்டில் அப்படியே இருப்போம் இல்லையா. என்ன சாப்பிடக்கூடாதுன்னு சொன்ன பகவான்? ஏன் என்ன பாப்பம், எல்லாம் பாப்பம் பண்ணது அந்த என்ன ஆகும்னு சும்மா போகுமா? ஏதோ ஒரு டயபிட்டிஸ் அது இது நிறைய எக்கச்சக்கமான டிசீசஸ் வந்து சாப்பிடக்கூடாத ஒரு அளவுக்கு இருப்பான். பார்த்துட்டோம் இல்லையோ எக்ஸாம்பிள்ஸ் அரவுண்டு. ஓகே, therefore legitimate money, real dhanam is that which gives you peace and happiness. Food is there, you must enjoy. Clothes are there, you must wear. And a lot of gold is there, that lady could not wear any one of them also. What is the use of that? So many sarees are there, not able to wear. So many ornaments are there, not able to wear. அந்த மாதிரி சிச்சுவேஷன் வரக்கூடாது. நல்லா இருக்கா அனுபவிக்கணும், தர்மமா சம்பாதிக்கணும் அனுபவிக்கணும், தப்பில்லை. ஷம் தனோது. ஓ லார்ட், கிவ் மங்களம் to us. Let mangalam happens to us. Naha, to us. Nas tanotu is there in the fourth line. Naha tanotu. Sham tanotu. Charanaha. Tava charanaha. Your feet. Purushottamasya charanaha. Of that Nirgunam Brahma feet. Nirgunam Brahma feet engi irukka? Unakku feet illa, naan vechiten. I keep for my sake. I want to surrender to that fate. Please, tanotu, protect me. Tanotu means dadatu, give us, sham mangalam. Materialistic pleasures. Shastra never say don't earn money. Shastra never say don't have children, don't have a luxury life. Shastra never said. Shastra says earn more money. Enjoy the life, but legitimately, moderately. Have a nice life. What is wrong in that? Desire is not wrong, wealth is not wrong. There Lakshmi, we call her as Lakshmi Devi, Saraswati Devi. So Saraswati Devi also, every Devi has got ornaments and her own, giving money and giving knowledge. Shakti and Jnanam, all are important. Namakana Shakti irundha Jnanam kadiyadu, Jnanam irundha Shakti kadiyadu. But a woman is one who must have Shakti, Jnanam and wealth also. Wealth also required. Our mothers in their parties and all, they used to save money. Lot of money they used to save. Now we are spending lot of money, but they used to save money. Any urgent emergency and a party da kudukanum panam. வீட்டில் எல்லாருக்கிட்ட காலியாக இருக்கும். பார்ட்டி எங்கேருந்தோ கொண்டு கொடுப்பான். இந்த இதெல்லாம் சேர்த்து வச்சுட்டு அப்போ வச்சுக்கோண்ணா எமர்ஜென்சிக்கு. அதுதான் ஃபிக்ஸ்டு பேங்க்கு, ஃபிக்ஸ்டு டிபாசிட். லைக் வேர் they keep nobody knows. Secretly they keep. But they never make use of that money for their sake. They give when the people are in need. Immediately in the family that is distributed. That is the way people, Lakshmi, Sham Tanotu. So ask for money, Bhagavan. Even health wise wealth also you can ask from Bhagavan. Oh Bhagavan, give me good health. Give me good health. For what? Moksha. If you give me health only, I can get moksha. Therefore give me good health. Shamtanotu tava charanaha. Then go to first line. Yes, but you are such a great Lord, because of you only everyone is there sustained in this universe. Who are all they? Brahmadayaha tanubhritaha. Second line. Brahmadayaha, from Brahmaji onwards. Brahma, Chaturmukha Brahma onwards. Adipadat, Agni, Varna, Vayu, Indra, other devatas, all of them, up to a minutest microorganism, up to a small plant kingdom. Up to that, all of them, they are like what? They are all under your control. All of them are under your control. How they are under your control? It gives an example. If you listen to that example, see, for bulls in villages and all, and the bull, they put one thread on kair through the nostrils. Have you seen? They tie those bulls to the cart. Before tying those bulls to the cart, they put the rope, a small type of rope from the nose, from this nostril to that nostril, and they take that the back and they control that. And these people from Brahmas to the all tiny beings, Tanu Bhrataha means who are embodied souls. Tanu means body. Tanu Bhrataha means those who are holding the bodies, wearing the bodies. Brahma onwards, all species, 84 lakhs of species. 84 lakhs and varieties. Okay. Not totally 84 lakhs of species. 84 lakhs of varieties of species. Okay. Nasi Ota Gavaha. Gavaha means bulls. Bulls are those which are tied through their nose, rope. Ota means what? Through the nose they have sent that rope. Nasi means here Nas dhatu, Nas shabdaha, Sakarantaha, Nas shabdaha, Nasi, seventh case, nostrils. Nasi, Otagavaha iva, Yasya vashe bhavanti. Just as that person who controls the bulls by tying that rope into its nostrils, you are the Lord who are tying all people. They are all under your control from Brahma onwards. Vashe bhavanti. Yasya vashe bhavanti. They are all under your control. Whom? You are that who are having the control over all these embodied souls. You are that in whose hand all these embodied souls are controlled. Who are Brahmadayah, Tanubhrutaha. Why they are all controlled? Because they are all fighting each other. How? Midhuradya manaha. Midhuhu means mutually. Midhuhu. Mutually. Ardyamanaha. They are fighting, quarreling each other because of raga, dvesha, even higher lokas also there is a tug of war. Supremacy. I am great. Devatas and Rakshasas are fighting each other. Even Devatas are also in their own loka also they are fighting each other. Fighting is always between opposition party and ruling party. Then internal quarrel. Then family quarrel. Then like that quarrel is going on and on and on. Like that these people, all of them from higher loka to lower loka, all these embodied souls are thinking that they are great, they are supreme than others. They want to establish their supremacy. For that, to establish the supremacy, they are fighting each other. That fighting each other for supremacy is like that what? You are controlling them by giving kama. Because of kama only they are fighting. Because of kama, supremacy they want to establish. For that sake they are fighting. Fighting because they are under your control. They are helpless in artham. The greatness of the Lord. What type of you? Kalasyate prakriti purushayoho parasya. Third line. Parasya. You are the one who goes beyond. Parasya. Of whom prakriti purushayoho. Prakriti means jagat. Purusha. Purushayeva purushaha. Means Jivatma. You are the one who transform the world and beings. All these forms. You are transformed one who has gone beyond a form. Parasya prakriti purushayoho. That means through how you control them. Kalasya, in the form of kala. Time principle. When kala comes starting functioning, everything is manifesting. When kala resolves, everything goes to unmanifest form. Who is controlling this kala? Bhagavan. Kalaha, you are Purushottamaha. Prakriti Purushayoho Paraha Tvam. Such you, Bhagavan, I am surrendering to you. You just give me Mangalam. Final Mangalam is called Ajnana Nivritti. Local Mangalam is what? Ragadvesha Nivritti. Okay. So you have to take Dharma Shastra and Vedanta Shastra both like two wings of a bird. If you take only materialistic Dharma Kanda or Upasana Kanda, Karma Kanda, life is only half. Bending. So equally it should go balanced. When it can balanced, come to class and go home, it is balanced. வீட்டிலேயே இருந்த இங்கே வராமல் இருந்தால் இன்பேலன்ஸ். இங்கேயே உட்கார்ந்து அதுதான் சன்னியாசம் எல்லாம் வாங்க வேண்டாம். நீங்கள் இப்படியே இருங்கோ. இங்கே சன்னியாசம் வாங்கிட்டு எனக்கு பிக்ஷா யார் கொடுப்பா? அதான். So everybody becomes sannyasi. Sannyasi will not get bhiksha. So therefore some grihasthas must be there. So be in grihasthashrama. Understand you are Brahman. Moksha you will attain. No problem. Then it is balanced. What about you, Swamini? If you don't want grihastha, we have completed in the previous janma. Okay. அதெல்லாம் சந்தேகம் வரும் இல்லையா? ஒரு சன்னியாசி இஸ் ஸ்டேயிங் வித்தவுட் கல்யாணம்னா எப்படி முடிகிறதுன்னா பூர்வ ஜென்மால கல்யாணம் முடிச்சாச்சுன்னு அர்த்தம். அது சாஸ்திரம் சொல்றது. அதனால லாஸ்ட் ஜென்மா we have given bhiksha to sannyasi as a grihasthas. Now we are taking bhiksha from a grihastha. அவ்வளவுதான். ஒண்ணுமே வித்தியாசம் இல்லை. எல்லாருமே 4 ஆசிரமாஸ் they have to cross through. Okay. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.